Welcoming you to the Ascension Alchemists podcast. This is Reverend Honey Borden, and this podcast is all about aligning with mighty God presence and embodying that eternal truth to truly live a happy, healthy, wealthy, joyous life. That's what I believe is the essence for all of us. All of us have already been gifted this blessing. It already exists. We do not need to create it. We are here to embrace it. And for those of us that are on here as a community, we're saying yes. It is a yes, yes, yes frequency. And I am so delighted to walk with you with this. So in this episode, I want to go over a couple of things. One, what I want to share with you is this incredible blessing that God Almighty brought into my field a few days ago. As I have made these shifts inside of me, adjustments, shift of frequency within to catch my human self when it is standing in limitation, explanation, defense, hurt, pain, whatever. It just wants to just really put the attention there. As I withdrew that and put it on God Almighty instead, every day I have had these micro shifts inside of me. As these micro shifts have taken inside of me, what has happened then, my internal reality has been shifting, and as a result of it, my outer reality has been shifting. The most incredible awareness in translation within this earth reality has been how within a period of approximately 2 months, I hired 10 different mentors, invested an incredible amount of beautiful self-investment, and all these investment, some of it I didn't even go fully through. It was just exactly the adjustment within myself that through actually opposition of the mentor, I experienced the truth of God Almighty within me. So I was able to shift it, and I was able to say yes, 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 and more yes, and more yes, and more yes. And I didn't allow any part of me to stand in the way. What I mean by any part of me means my human self to stand in the way and say, no, you can't. How are you going to, how are you going to spend this money again? What are you doing? None of that. And as a result of it, I also invited Michael to not express that. And it was this almost like this beautiful pressure cooker, not stress, this beautiful pressure, and experiencing what is bursting out of it. And what has burst out of it, to my surprise and not surprise, there's this knowing on the inside of all of us that knows. Yet we keep getting in our own way through our own human lens and the interpretation of our lens and the judgment of our lens, so we can't experience the fullness of it because we're tied in this heaviness experience instead. And when we go through this cooking pressure is the best I can say, where you come on the other side of it and it's like this radiant, glowing of freedom, liberation of that diamond that bursts out, there is such an ecstatic joy, the natural return of God Almighty's joy that's accessible. And from here, suddenly, all those things that I had prayed for They're all bunched up together, one by one, appearing before me in the form of answered prayer. Here it is, one after another, through doors that I never considered. There's certain doors that I have walked into that I would never put myself in that in that place with individuals that is so far out. For example, let's say somebody who is the head of a hedge fund, not a mutual fund. I'm talking about a hedge fund that is handling a $13 billion. Like, this is crazy, right? Like, why would I be in a room with someone like that? What does that have to do with anything? And this is where the gift is. The gift of allowing ourselves to get out of the way so we're not resisting opposition. We get to learn from others that think different than us, that feel different than us, that believe different than us. And as I have stepped away, it's been now several years from the spiritual community, and I've started my own ministry 4 years ago and really devoted, committed to my I Am Presence to just hear what God Almighty Presence says about me, that truth, leaning more on that. My friendships have changed, circles have changed, the expression have changed. And as on the inside, when I used to feel the need, the real need that I have to be with people who think the same as me, who believe the same as me, so that I can feel right, as I've stepped away from all of that because I've come back to God Almighty, I'm finding that I can be with people that are hardcore, let's say, liberals this way, hardcore Democrats, hardcore Republicans, hardcore atheists, hardcore born-agains, hardcore Hindus, hardcore Buddhists. Doesn't matter. I can actually truly be with individuals and appreciate who they are and what in this duration they're thinking and believing, and not be offended, not be bothered, not try to convince, not try to convert, not try to in any way push against what their thinking is, merely being present in seeing a lens in someone else's reality and actually appreciating the walk that they are giving me the view to see through and to celebrate wherever they are. And this has been such a liberation. And why I'm sharing this, that some of you may be experiencing, the more you are coming to your essence, your truth, your embodiment of God Almighty, the more you're not seeking, the more you're embodying, the more you're not pushing to be what you're not, the more you're embracing who you truly are. From that place, there is this incredible peace that is pouring out from you in its ease, in its love, in its acceptance, in its true non-judgmental way. And you are allowing others to have their experience, because this is earth. So many souls came here to have their experience. And who are we to judge? Good, bad, ugly. Who are we to truly judge? There is a God Almighty in its lens, which each of us come from. And as a soul, we have come to incarnate to go through certain experience. So I have let go of that. Who am I to judge? And I had to forgive so much. so much of myself that did judge from lack of being aware, that I judged because I was hurt. I judged because there was pain body in me still running the show. I judged because my thoughts were connected to the emotions that I used to think and the way I believe, which was part of some of my family and some of ancestry or culture or social groups. And as I came more and more into me, I discovered, no, I'm going to choose to love, not judge. And what I've found, the more I move in this space, the more I grounded here, the happier I have been. And through that happier space, I've returned back to my passion of the eternal joy, that true essence. And that true essence, what has allowed me now is to be able to be in, for example, in spaces with individuals who are, for example, let's say one is ginormous developer for, how many companies I can say they develop ginormous buildings throughout the entire US. I don't even know how to put it into words. Their world is that, and my world is this. And we can sit here and have a moment of truly appreciating each other. And if anything, actually respecting each other for the walk we're taking and finding that I have something to offer that they could use, and they have things to offer that I could use. So I have learned, wow, how beautiful it is to be in this place of opposition and appreciating duality, where for so long I was running away from duality. Part of it is because I was experiencing the hurt of duality. The hurt and pain had not been healed. How many of you can relate to that? Are you still judging others? Are you taking sides? Are you being thrown around whatever is happening in economy, whatever is happening in inflammation, whatever is happening from this side or that side or whatever side? Are you losing your health, your well-being, your peace, your poise, your joy? That's a big indication you're not in your truth. So out of this, what happened a few days ago, I received this clear guidance from God Almighty to put this extraordinary, gorgeous call out. It was literally a call out, pulse out to certain women. And I recorded this call exactly as I received it, to assist these spectacular women that they know without a shadow of doubt that they are meant for so much more. And as this year is coming to its end, they want to go to 2026 bold, with clarity and that level of passion, that essence from the fire of God Almighty. And they don't want any more excuses or any of that to stand in the way. And this was exactly what I did myself. As you've been listening, you've been hearing behind the scene. As I said yes, I moved into the yes frequency. I said yes to God Almighty. I said no more to my human limitation. That shift and the micro shifts and every single day the discipline, stronger, bolder discipline, all kinds of things are shifting. So dreams that had been on hold for years are now surfacing like volcano. It is amazing. So I'm in this celebration energy, and it's amazing. It's a celebration, not even energy, it's a frequency all radiating through my body and pouring out. And I'm inside so many changes, and I just knew I need to put this out so that those women who are ready, they will receive this call on the inside, in their heart, in their soul, and they are like, yes, this is for me. And they're going to join in this 8 weeks that starts this Monday for 8 weeks, 1 hour a day, every Monday at 12 p.m. I would lead these women, mentoring them how to adjust, make this adjustment frequency inside of them exactly what I did, whether they're dealing with work, whether they're dealing with family, whether they're dealing with health, whether they're dealing with financial, whatever it is. It doesn't matter because the essence is the same. And I feel so honored. I feel so honored. God Almighty said, go ahead and do this. And there are these women that have said, yes, I get to help them. And the ripple effect that will come out of this is phenomenal, because I'm seeing within me, I'm seeing it within Michael, I'm seeing it in our marriage, I'm seeing it the ones that I'm privately mentoring, what's happening. It's like, oh, this ripple effect is going out, and how exciting that is. Have you noticed when you come to something amazing within yourself, when you have had breakthrough, you feel so uplifted, you are so luminous, you are lighthearted, and you are like so free. And now from this, you just want to help others. You just want to be of service to that, because that is like your greatest joy. Have you come to that? And how fantastic that feels. And that's what it means to walk on this earth, to be able to go through our own journey and then come to embrace the opposition versus suppressing the opposition, to truly welcome the opposition versus avoiding the opposition, to celebrate opposition versus condemning the opposition. This is the result of it, the byproduct. And I'm so excited for this. I'm so honored. I feel so honored. So this is what's happening behind the scene. And I am here to also, for some of you that should, let me just go ahead and celebrate. Let me just in this celebration moment, celebrating that goes back to what Michael and I were celebrating that I graduated from the Stage Leader Academy with my mentor, Jen Gottlieb. I'm so excited, and sign up for further mentorship with her for more advanced. So now I am officially ready for full keynote speaking, good 45 minutes to an hour, to deliver very specific message about the miracle of God Almighty in our lives and what's possible, as things are impossible from the human lens, what's possible from the God Almighty lens, and me being a living testament of what happened when I leaned on God Almighty and how the miracles came about in the most difficult moments in my life. So I'm so excited to bring this into women's conferences, to even business conferences, entrepreneurs, because by going to Aspire, I got to see what's missing there and how this will serve as an uplifting, as an inspiration. So coming into 2026, I'm so excited to be able to bring this message to people to be uplifted. I wonder how many of you are ready to receive a message of faith, of trust, of miracle, to truly believe in miracle. I believe so many of us, because we've gotten hurt, because we've gotten just disappointed, life has bogged us down, we have separated from the miracle of life. And as I know that, because that passion has returned back to me, I have turned that back on, and I'm now standing behind the miracle of life and the amount of miracles that I've experienced. Oh, let's now overflow it forth. And again, when we adjust things inside of us, we get to bring it to others. So we get to be a blessing in our own life. We get to enjoy the blessing. Like today, I was sitting in prayer as I woke up. I said, God Almighty, my gosh, thank you for this restoration, the revitalization, the deliciousness, the nectar, the love you're pouring onto me, in me. I'm so grateful for this miracle that you are bestowing upon me on the altar of my heart and soul. And I get to share this with the world. Like, I feel I've won the jackpot of life. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, it's amazing. So this is where the goodness comes. Goodness turns into greatness, and greatness gets to be part of the solution. And how many of you are ready for that, right? How many of you are ready to say yes? By the way, if you are truly looking to take that step, honestly, I'm going to put this out for you. The self-mastery course that Michael and I taught starting January, we have 13 modules that goes through this belief of the human, the thoughts of the human, the emotion of the human, the feeling that comes, and how all of these tied into your life. And when you get to meet it, when you get to transform it, when you get to make these changes inside of you by truly healing it, it makes a huge, true, lasting transformation. That is when the quantum leap is. And look, I'm sharing this because how many years I've been in the holistic, in the spiritual community, channeling, transmediumships, angels, ascended masters, all of that. It was amazing. It was great. Light codes, different beings speaking to, Arcturians, Syrians, Lyrians, all of those. As all of that ended for me 5 years ago, and it was time for just God Almighty walking through this, then coming, and this is that walk of embodiment, to start embodying. There was no more running away from this, boldly meeting them. As I began meeting them together individually, then Michael, and our relationship, we began to bring the areas we were able to overcome as a teaching, what the way God Almighty is showing us, and we put this together, and it has been life transformative with the ones that we've been working with. So this entire course series is available as of next week on our website. You have available 4 months. You can sign up for it, and we give you 4 months on purpose, because if we give you 6 months or a year, you're going to delay. We want you to go week after week and go through it, apply it, and watch the transformation. You begin transforming as soon as you start, and transforming one by one, because it is layers and layers. It's so deeply embedded in you. Even, I'm sharing this, even you've done so much healing work, so much, you're a master transformation healer, whatever. Great. We can say that ourselves, Michael and I. Until I came to this, I realized, wow, I can't ground God Almighty inside of me. This is at a whole different level, and this is true mastery. So we mastered it the way we mastered it because we've been able to be sustained in it and live in it, live through it, and remain in joy with it, and remain being able to meet the outside circumstance and not fall apart, not be attached, not be thrown around. This is the walk of self-mastery. So those of you who know you are here to live a life of self-mastery so you can deliver your great work, that's going to be available. It's up to you. You can go ahead and purchase this and start going through it. It's next week. It's available on the website. And you can go to ascensionalchemist.com and see it. It is phenomenal. And I feel so grateful. We have, by the way, this podcast, we have 4 more weeks of training, and this is going to come to its end. Yes. We're almost at 500 downloads. We are moving. After 500 downloads, we've moved to top 5% podcasters. Wow. And we're about to finish 25 episodes. This is incredible. Thank you celebrating with us. I love that you got to watch how much growth we have had since September. October was insane with the growth. And we're wrapping November and December, going into January with an entire different, um, yeah, yeah, entire different boldness, which we can then handle the dreams that God Almighty has put inside of us. And it's a celebration. So remember, if you have any dream, God Almighty put it in you. But to deliver it, you have to let your human out of the way. You got to tame your human, and you have to remind your human that you are in charge. But to do that, you have to be able to meet your heavy emotions, your unhealed emotions, traumas, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mind taking in charge. And this is a self-mastery. This is why we put that together, so you can go through it. And good stuff, good stuff. I'm celebrating you, masters. I'm celebrating you. So thank you for celebrating this day with me. I'm so thankful, so deeply thankful for just the blessings of this snap, the blessings that is upon all of us, not just me. There's so many of you. As you even hear these words, you know this to be true. As if any of us free ourselves from our own in prison, we free that within the field, and that becomes possible for another. This is the gift of true health and wealth. When we do it for ourselves, we get to be a radiance of that, and we don't have to go enforce it on others. It becomes a living Christ expression. And I know you will honor this in you, because we are a community of masters who are choosing to walk in the mastery, choosing to walk with the love of God Almighty, not the human love. The human love is so limiting. It judges. It can't. Here's a clue. How many people are you judging? If you're judging, let's say, any political figure, you're operating from your human love. Just want to put it out there. You wanted to come to God Almighty's love? Start loving the one you really dislike. There's your medicine. There is your medicine for the week. Loving you all, beautiful family. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for vibrating. Thank you for being here, walking on this earth. And life is so much better with you in it. I thank you, and I love you. And thank you for being part of this celebration with me in this now. I love that I can celebrate you. And I know you, listener, you're listening. You are feeling the juices overflowing, because life is about overflow of God Almighty's greatness. And I say yes to that, and say yes to that with me. So have a beautiful day. For those of you who want to get on our newsletter, remember, just send us an email. I have a 5-minute daily ritual, how to boost this juiciness in you from God Almighty. You can receive it for free. It's info@ascensionalchemist.com. Love you all. Have a gorgeous day, and see you next time.